Hi friends! Today we're going to be reading one of my favorite books. I know I always say that, but this really is. This is Pete the Cat and the Missing Cupcakes. We're going to figure out what's happening to that cupcakes. And then I'm going to show you how to draw Pete the Cat. And you'll be able to paint Pete the Cat or color him with crayons or markers, whatever you have today. So let's get started. Pete the Cat and the Missing Cupcakes by Kimberly and James Dean. And published by HarperCollins Publishing. Pete and Gus were busy as they could be. They were getting ready for the cupcake party. It started at 3. They had milk and flour. They were making cupcakes for everyone. Pete and Gus counted them just for fun. They had 10 when they were done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cupcakes. Oh no, hang on. Some of the cupcakes were gone. They were sure there had been 10. Pete said, maybe we need to count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They counted the cupcakes lined up straight, but there were only 8. It looked like someone had taken 2, but who? Pete and Gus did not know what to do. Just then they found a clue. Gus said, look what I have found, sprinkles on the ground. I bet it was Squirrel. She loves sprinkles. Squirrel said, it wasn't me. It couldn't be. I've been at the spelling bee. Uh-oh, more cupcakes are missing. Come and see. This was too weird. 2 more cupcakes had disappeared. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now there were only 6. Someone must be playing tricks, but who? Pete and Gus did not know what to do. Just then, they found another clue. Look at the footprints. Pete said, I bet it was Alligator. He loves to eat. Alligator said, it wasn't me. It couldn't be. I've been learning my ABCs. Uh-oh! More cupcakes are missing. Oh, come and see. 1, 2, 3, 4. But there were only 4. Someone had taken 2 more. But who? Pete and Gus did not know what to do. Then they found another clue. I bet it was Turtle, said Pete. I know Turtle loves sweets. Turtle said, it wasn't me. It couldn't be. I've been swimming in the sea. Because turtles talk slowly. Uh-oh, more cupcakes are missing. Come and see. Ooh, look at that. What on earth was going on? All the cupcakes were now gone. Pete and Gus did not know what to do. They started looking for another clue. Wonder where they're going. Look at those cupcake wrappers. They found Grumpy Toad with icing on his face. Pete and Gus have solved the case. I'm so sorry. It was me. I could not stop with just one. I ate and ate until there were none. Everyone agreed Grumpy Toad would have to miss the fun. He could not come after what he had done. Pete said, But wait, Grumpy Toad made a mistake. This is true. Let's give him a second chance. That's what friends do. Pete told Grumpy Toad they would give him another chance. He was so excited he did a happy dance. That night of the party was so much fun. Grumpy Toad brought more than enough cupcakes for everyone. Said Pete the Cat's cupcake party. Yay! The end. Okay, now we're going to draw our own Pete the Cat. Okay, friends, so today we're going to draw our own Pete the Cat. Now, I've got the book here so we can kind of see what he looks like. First, we're going to start with his eyes. Now, his eyes are kind of the shape of footballs. So we're going to make 2 rainbows, and I'm going to make them pretty close together. And then we're going to make 2 smiley faces pretty close together. Now I'm drawing with Sharpie, but only so you guys can see. I would suggest you draw with pencil, and that way if you don't like a line, you can erase it. And then we're going to draw the pupils, or the inside of Pete's eyes, and I'm going to draw U. 2 U's. And then he has this white spot, so we're going to draw 2 smaller U's in his eyes. And then color it in. And then you can use pencil or black marker. You can wait and go back and do this. So I'm going to color very carefully and use my lines as guides. And I'm going to try to get rid of all that white space. Next, we're going to draw his nose. Now, his nose is kind of an upside down triangle. So I'm going to do a line and then a V underneath. Now, his head is also kind of football shaped, but he has these ears, and his ears curl. So on either side of his head, I'm going to draw the top part of his ear. So it's going to go up and curl, kind of like a candy cane. Then the other side is going to go up and curl like another candy cane. Then I'm going to draw a kind of a shallow rainbow in between the ears. Now, once I have the tops of his ears, those 2 candy canes, and the rainbow drawn, I'm going to draw 2 smaller candy canes. So my smaller candy canes are going to stop where the big candy cane ended, and it's going to go little and down, little and down. There we go. Now we have Pete the Cat's ears, and we're going to draw the underside of his face. And so we're just going to draw a rainbow, a smiley face, and connect these 2, the ears and the smiley face. Now he has these whiskers, so we're going to draw the whiskers off the side of his face, because that's how his are drawn. There we go. And we're going to draw his body now. Now, Pete the Cat, if you've ever noticed, doesn't really have a mouth. So we're going to just skip that part. And we're going to draw his body going down. We're going to draw 2 lines. 1, 2. And we're going to draw the inside of his legs. So they're going to be shorter lines. I'm going to go over and up, over and up. And I'm going to draw his paws, which are ovals. There we go. Oh, and look, he's got a tail. So we're going to draw his tail. It's going to go out and curve around. Then I'm going to do that again, but it's going to be a little bit smaller this time, a little bit higher and smaller. There we go. And that's our Pete the Cat. Now, what really is going to make this look like Pete the Cat is we're going to color him like a Pete the Cat. But first, I want to show you guys how to draw a cupcake. Now, these cupcakes we're going to start with the base. So to show that they're kind of curved around, we're going to do like a shallow rainbow. Then we're going to go in a little bit on both sides. And then we're going to do a shallow smiley face The reason that we make these lines curved is so it makes it look like the cupcake is round, like it's a cylinder. And I'm just gonna draw some lines so it looks like that crinkled cupcake wrapper. I could do it all the way to the top if I want, like that. Then we're gonna draw the frosting, and the frosting are just little hills or little rainbows. So one rainbow, and then I'm gonna get a little bit smaller, and then I'm gonna do kind of like a top whip part. So I'm gonna make kind of a flat candy cane and go back in, and that is my cupcake. If I wanna draw the ground or the grass, I'm gonna draw it a little bit higher than the cupcake and Pete, so it looks like he's not gonna fall off the side of the earth, but that it goes on behind him. So there's my Pete the cat and my cupcake. I'm gonna put my book aside, and I'm going to get my washable markers. Now these don't really have to be washable. You can just color with regular markers. Pete the cat's eyes are always yellow on the inside. So I'm gonna draw his yellow eyes. And then Pete the cat is blue, of course. He's a cool blue. So when I color, I'm going to outline what I'm going to color first. So I'm going to do this on the inside where I'm going to color. This kind of helps give me a border so I can stay in the lines. It'll give me a fatter border to color. And you're going to see that when I color with the side of my marker if it's a fat area, and I color in lines. I try to get my lines to go all the same direction. That's gonna help me keep it about even, because if you've ever noticed that when marker overlaps, like I'm doing right here on my border, then it gets a little bit darker. You can actually layer your markers. But I want it, oops, I got into the eye a little bit. So I'm gonna outline the eye too, so I can make sure that I don't go in the eye again. So outline the eye. Now see, even art teachers make mistakes, but that's okay. I just keep going. There's no reason to throw away the whole paper because I messed up a little bit. I'm just gonna turn it into something new. And you know what? I'm gonna forget about it and nobody's ever gonna see it. And I'm just gonna color little lines around. See, I know that this is colored well because there aren't any white spots. Okay, so once I've colored Pete the cat, this is the fun part. I am going to color my cupcake. And I'm going to do it the same way. I'm going to outline, and then I'm going to color it in, outline, color it in, try to color the same direction, and then color the sides. Now this one, I'm only gonna color, I'm gonna actually draw with my marker, add some interest. And then for like big areas, I like to use crayon actually, and I'm gonna color the grass with crayon. And I like to use naked crayons. I can just put it, if it didn't have its paper on, I can just rub it, and look how fast it is to color the whole ground. That and the sky. Maybe I'll leave a little bit of white area for the clouds. I'll leave a little bit of white area for the clouds, and then the rest I'm just going to color with blue naked crayon. And even though it's not solid, it fills my page. And it makes my Pete the cat stand out because Pete the Cat's very solid with the marker. And then I just have some crayon color around it. So that is my Pete the Cat. I hope you all have fun drawing Pete the Cat, and I look forward to seeing your artwork.